Hello and welcome to AP Blitz. We'll start off with a quick review question. What World War II conference decided the fate of Germany? If you said Yalta Conference, you are correct. We're going to look at the German conundrum following World War II. As you can see from the map, Germany was divided into 4 military occupation zones. Each of the 4 major powers giving power and oversight. We have the Soviets in East Germany, we have the British, the French, and the United States. Now, one of the challenging things about looking at the Cold War is that it's just not Germany that was divided into 4 places, but also Berlin itself, the capital of Germany. It was divided into an East Berlin and a West Berlin. The West Berlin would be the 3 parts of the democratic nations, and East Berlin from the Soviet Union. I'm going to take a look at these images and asking you what event are these images connected with. This is a major event of the Cold War and is the Berlin Airlift, which took place in 1948. It's one of the first major crises of the Cold War. Stalin, in June of 1948, cut off all access by land to Berlin. This was quite a challenge to President Truman. He could withdraw U.S. and Allied support from the city, which, as you can see here, is embedded inside East Germany. Or he could use the U.S. Army to open the roads with military force. However, that could lead to a larger confrontation with Stalin and the Soviet Union. Instead, Truman sought a third path, and he ordered U.S. planes to fly in supplies to the people of West Berlin day after day, week after week, month after month. And this is a massive undertaking to bring enough food and medicine and supplies to hundreds of thousands of West Berliners. At the same time, Truman was preparing for a larger conflict. He sent 60 bombers capable of carrying atomic bombs to bases in the United Kingdom. As you can imagine, the world waited nervously for the outbreak of war, but Stalin, who was hoping for quick appeasement, decided not to challenge the airlift. And 11 months later, the highways to Berlin, without any fanfare, were reopened, which ended the blockade. Now, there are a number of consequences and effects from the Berlin airlift. The Marshall Plan had been implemented, and Western Europe was receiving economic assistance, but now more and more nations in Western Europe believe they needed military assistance as well. This would put more emphasis on collective security, especially in the face of an aggressive and unpredictable Soviet Union. This would also speed up the creation of West Germany, as the 3 allied sectors of Germany would be united in that fashion. And perhaps a greatest consequence of the Berlin airlift, besides the continuing Cold War, would be the creation of an institution of collective security in 1949, our first ever permanent military alliance